Hey guys, welcome back. So today the video I'm going to be doing is pretty much like a little update vlog sort of thing. I mean, we're not going to be really doing too much. So yes, I do have the TV on in the background. I do notice that there is this big old zit on my face. I am currently 26 weeks pregnant, so acne is kind of like a prone thing to happen during pregnancy. It's not something you can prevent necessarily. So what I pretty much wanted to do with you guys is just let you know what's been going on in my life so far this week. It's only Tuesday, December the 5th. My birthday is next Tuesday. I will be finally 21. Won't be celebrating that because of, obviously, I can't drink. So, yeah. You guys can tell my makeup, you know, is on some because my face isn't as bad. This is leftover makeup from yesterday that I've had on my face because I did start a new job. So, I'm going to give you a rundown of what my job is if you do not have one of these in your area, which a lot of people do. So, we're going to look on my laptop that I've got here, and I do have my camera hooked up over here. It's charging. It's currently dead, so I can't really do any too terrible, like, vlogish looking things. And also the fact that it's not raining, but it's like flurries, my husband said, as he was going to work today. And I'm currently off today because since I'm in training still, they kind of have like a weirdish, I'm not really sure typically on how to say it, like a weird schedule when it's your first week or something like that. That you would work ever so many hours within your first week of training, and then you'd get your so-called schedule. So, this is currently what it looks like out here. And excuse the dumpster, they never come over here and get the trash. Hardly ever. So, that's what it looks like out here in Oklahoma. It's cold. It's like 20-ish something degrees, I think. Yeah, something like that. I was currently sitting in this chair, and yes, we do have our little Christmas tree on. It's just trying to give the house a little bit more of a roomy feel, I guess. And I'm just going to step on the bed and talk to you guys, and just give you guys just a little bit of an update of what's going on with me. So, yesterday, before I started at my new job, I was having some issues early morning that made me kind of scared because normally Hazel wakes me up whenever she's kicking, and she'll kick me straight out of my sleep, like no joke. Let me clear my camera. Okay. Like no joke, she will literally kick me out of my sleep. Well, yesterday kind of threw me off because, sorry, this is kind of bothering me, my hair. My little side bangy things just wasn't wanting to work this morning for some weird reason, but it's okay. But anyways, go back on topic. She normally wakes me up dead out of my sleep kicking. Well, yesterday, I've been feeling her kick since I was 20 weeks along. And so, for the past 6 weeks, I've been kind of in tune and used to her rhythm of kicks and just used to her, like, normal activity. And it kind of threw me off because yesterday she didn't kick very much, and it kind of scared me. And so I had messaged my nurse and said, well, I haven't been able to feel her kick very much this morning. Could there be something wrong? So I sit here and wake Zach up, and I'm like, okay. So I just messaged our nurse and said, Hazel's not kicking very much. I'm kind of worried. So what she told me to do is to lay down. No watching TV, no on my phone, no computer, no tablet, no nothing. No distractions, no music, nothing at all. And focus on her kicks. And make sure you are very focused on her kicks. So I sat here, right here, and leaned, like, not straight on my back, but kind of like at a, I don't know, like a sit-up on my back sort of position, and kind of felt a little bit of kicks, but not very much. I felt 2 kicks within the last 10 minutes of the hour that she told me to, just to count. If it's not more than 10 within the hour, then go to the hospital. Okay, so Zach's over here in tears, freaking out, wondering what to do. Whether he needed to call into work or he just needed to tell him, I'm going to be late. Well, we end up going to the hospital because we didn't really feel other than 2 kicks. So we were kind of like, okay, something's obviously got to be wrong. So we get up there, and they hooked me up to all these machines. I didn't get any blood drawn or anything like that. I will tomorrow because I have a glucose test tomorrow. So, they hook me up to the machines. They get my blood pressure. They hook up the little things to my stomach just to make sure they hear her heartbeat. And as soon as they did, you heard her little whoa, 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 whoa heartbeat. Like, it calmed me and Zach very, very much because we were like, okay, so there's obviously got to be something wrong. Well, the nurse that we had one nurse, and she was kind of snooty, so it kind of made me and Zach like, I don't know if I really want to talk to you and ask you any questions. And then we had like 4 doctors, literally 4 doctors come into my room. I had 3 females and 1 male doctor come into my room, and they're like, everything looks good so far, you know, blah blah blah, whatever. Then they go on, say that her heart rate looks really good right now. You know, she's fine. Her blood pressure's okay. Everything seems to be going normal. So I said, okay. They said, we're going to keep you on this monitor for a little while. Said, okay, just to make sure that her heart rate and everything isn't going to drop or complications occur. They don't want that. So they stuck me on that thing and left me there for about 3 or 4 hours. No joke. We went up there at like 9 in the morning and didn't leave until almost 2. Well, they get in and they're like, okay, so we're going to have to do a profile testing just to make sure she passes. And how this is like based off of is like a numbers. So if it's like a 6, 8, or 10 is like in the scoring, that means I was able to go home. So we have a sonographer come in, and he has a student who's in training with it. She goes to the college that I used to go to, but I have particular reasons as to why I stopped going. So they came in and they checked for her. They said she's laying on her side on my stomach, so that's why I'm feeling constantly like kicks and punches and everything like that. Non-stop, no, none less, non-stop, she does it. Well, I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. I literally, it was just a long night last night, and yesterday as a whole was a very long day. Well, so they get in, they say, oh, okay, well, we see the placenta, we see everything like that, and I'm like, okay, wonderful. Well, they sat here and said something about her head is dropped, but she's laying this way. I'm like, okay, none of that absolutely makes any sense to me, because you're telling me she's laying this way, but her head's dropped. Okay, so she's probably in the process of dropping, so we'll figure that out in a couple more weeks. Let's see. So they took probably about another 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I was not really paying attention to time. I was exhausted. It's like when you get in the hospital, you just want to sleep. That's exactly what I wanted to do, was just sleep. But my back hurt so bad. It's like my backbone, like my spine from my backbone to my butt bone just hurt so bad. I couldn't, like, I didn't know what to do. So I was turning on my side, on my left side, and trying to sleep that way, and then turning on my right side and trying to sleep that way. I couldn't sleep. Even though I heard her heartbeat like nonstop as I was sleeping. Or I was attempting to sleep, but I just couldn't. Well, everything came back okay. They didn't tell us the exact scoring that she got, but they did say that she was fine. Everything came back good. And we were able to go home. So we go home, and Zach eats lunch, and then he goes up to work, since he was a couple hours late. Then I stay here for another couple hours, like 2.5 or so, like that, and then I go to my job that I have now. Well, the job that I have now is kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it without giving it away. It's more like a, whatever, I don't know how to say it, but it's called McAllister's. It's like a sort of like order your own whatever sort of thing. Like, it's like a customizable sort of place, but not at the same time. Let me get that. And it's like a really, really, really cool little place. And you can order sandwiches, soup, salads, all that good stuff. It's kind of like a Panera Bread, if you guys have that wherever you are, who's ever watching the video, whenever I get it posted. And I'm sorry, I have such bad drainage. Whenever you're pregnant, you tend to have like extra fluids everywhere in your body, so it's kind of like unstoppable. So ever since I was pregnant, ever since I got pregnant, my nose has always just been stuffed up, running, something like that. It's kind of terrible. But also the fact that it's December here, and we're in the South, so it's colder. My allergies are always acting up. Yeah. So I only worked yesterday for about 3 hours, and it was because we really got slow. So it wasn't a bad first day. It was kind of like an interesting first day. I do go tomorrow to my OB to see how well my body responds to sugar, if my glucose is fine, and if it's not, then it will take an additional 3 hours to do another testing. Sorry, my nose is like extremely drippy for some freaking reason. It's kind of weird. So yeah, and then also I do go to work again tomorrow at 5 and work for like a couple more hours. So as I was saying in the beginning of the video, they only will let you work ever so many hours your first week of training, just to get you used to everything and not like overwhelm you with so much information. And I'm supposed to be off on the weekends, so that's going to be a bonus because that's the only day Zach has off, is the weekends. So yeah, so what I wanted to do on my next video, if you guys were up to it, whoever watches my videos, because I know I only have like 7 followers on here, and it's only because like I'm not like this big branded sort of person on YouTube. I'm in the process of trying to get it that way, but if it doesn't, then that's fine. It's not like my life depends on it. I know a lot of YouTubers try their hardest to get their channel to be so popular because they get paid. They get paid from YouTube to have such a successful channel and bring so many followers and bring so many viewers and that sort of stuff. So what I wanted to do on my next video is, if you guys would like to go to my Twitter, my Instagram, direct message me, DM me, however you want to say it, or you could go to my email and send me an email of questions that you want to ask me, or any questions that I can answer for you in regards to just about anything. I mean, like, I'm an open book kind of person. I'm not really like a secretive kind of person. I don't really keep things from people, especially if someone wants to know know an answer to a question that I can definitely answer, that, something that's related to, just about anything life-wise. Because again, I'm almost 21, so I've pretty much done, like, if it's any of you teenagers or anybody out there like that, or even some adults, because I've literally felt like I do live an adult lifestyle. I have to pay bills, I have rent, I have a car payment, I have a child on the way. I do have adult responsibilities. So, if any of you guys have any questions that you want to ask me, because I do want to do a Q&A on my next video, because I haven't ever done one on this channel before, go ahead and just send them to me. Again, I will link my Twitter, my Instagram, and my email down. I don't technically want to give you my Facebook, because I've had a lot of people who, I've put my Facebook up there, and I've had it kind of, how do they say it, hacked. I've had it hacked multiple times, and I just don't want to risk that. So I will leave my Twitter, Instagram, and my email down in the description box for you guys to send me any questions or anything like that. And I will also have a post on my Instagram and my Twitter for you guys to also, like, comment under and say the question that you're wanting to ask me, and then I can answer for you. I will probably try and do the questions probably by this weekend. I just want to collect enough to make at least like a, a 10-minute video, or at least something along those lines, because I don't necessarily want to do like a big old video. But if you guys have as many questions as you want, I'm perfectly fine with it, as long as I can get enough questions to accumulate into a 10 to 15 minute, maybe 20-minute video. I just want to really see what I can do to help you guys. I'm kind of like I'm not really sure how you would say it. The kind of person I am is I just like helping people. That's why I was going to school for nursing, because I like helping people. That's just a talent that I have. So yeah, if you guys just want to leave me some questions down on my Facebook and my Twitter, I will definitely leave those, and my email, of course, if you want to send them to me. But I'll definitely just put up a post right after I make this video and I upload it, and then I will definitely see you guys again by the end of this week, hopefully this weekend. Thanks so much for watching.